Hello, I'm Jose, and this is the Cinematic Dogma podcast. I'm joined, as every week, by my highly awarded friend, Blake.
Thank you, Jose. I'm glad to be here and complain about things.
And talking about complaining, today is going to be a not so standard episode, as we are going to be discussing the recent Oscars.
Yes, we're going to be discussing the 2026 Oscars, which is why I mentioned complaining, because as I get older, I realize that's really my favorite part of the Oscars is bitching about the parts I'm not happy about.
Okay, were there more things that you were not happy with this time versus previous occasions?
I would say more or less this kind of fell in line with both my expectations and my desires. More or less.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. And as we also did it like last year, the idea is not going through all of the categories, just going through a subset of them.
We don't want to talk about the ones nobody cares about.
Exactly. This is not opera or ballet.
No.
It's Timothy. Oh god, what a fucker. But yeah, we basically will go through 10 categories. We did a bit of a betting beforehand into who do we think that is going to win and who will we like to win, like from the nominees. Then we'll compare like our scores at the end to see like who is the Oscar master this year.
So I think, just to be clear, we get a point if we were right about who we think is going to win, and that's it, right?
For both of them.
Okay, both of them. Awesome.
Cool. Before we go into the specific categories, what do you think of the ceremony in itself?
What do I think about the what?
Yeah, the ceremony in itself. You know, because this was the second year that Conan O'Brien was hosting.
I will say that because I wasn't that impressed with Conan last year, I didn't pay that much attention to like his monologue this year, for instance. Mm-hmm. I feel like he's adequate for middle of the road television.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And the Oscars require a little bit more than that. It was a fine show. I mean, they're just doing their best to not be memorable or offensive, and they achieved both.
I think that he didn't hold back in the part about being quote-unquote offensive. It's like he really got political with several statements that I felt like really surprised about.
But in a kind of Disneyland safe way compared to Ricky Gervais. There were no Epstein jokes.
Sure. Wasn't there? I thought that there was like a reference to that, but I maybe like just imagining it was very like late night monologue level of offensiveness, quote unquote.
Did you like him? Because as I said, I didn't pay attention that close to his time.
I liked it and never thought at any point that it's like, oh my god, this was super special. I just felt it's like this was a late night monologue, but come on, I mean, you hire a guy that is a late night host, so you get what you pay for, I guess. It's not that it's bad or it's good, it's more like that's what the vibe that they were going after, and I think that he delivered. I like the skits that he did. Like
I did enjoy some of the skits, especially the closing one.
Yeah, I like the one with the, as you were telling me about like scripts nowadays, like having targeted to audience that they have less attention. With Casablanca, that was pretty good.
Yeah.
What were you? That's the one with Hitler, no?
I do enjoy the reaction, the reaction of the rest of the world that I imagine, at least, of choosing Conan O'Brien, because I imagine he's not that famous in the rest of the world, so everyone else is like, who's he?
That's true, but it's like, who would you go with? Or
well, like James Franco and Anne Hathaway, or
again.
No, I'm just saying, like, if you think about all the other hosts, they're global names, right? Conan is a very like domestic celebrity.
Sure. Yeah. On that I agree. I don't think that everyone knows of him or late night host. I think that is similar to Jimmy Kimmel when he presented. That is like, it's not that he was terrible. It's like I didn't know of him at all back then. At least I knew of Conan O'Brien, but not of Jimmy Kimmel. So yeah, overall, it's like I was okay. I tolerated it. One thing that it changed that I didn't realize is that now the ones that they are awarding or giving the statue for best actor, best actress, is that they don't try to do like a mini speech. You remember that other years they say it's like, oh, Timothy Chalamet, you have shown us like the authenticity with your acting, and it's like that they improvise like 10 words or 2 sentences that is like so dumb, it feels like so sanctimonious.
When they went through each nominee.
Yeah, and now is that they only do like a mini scene. Yeah,
Yep.
now they do is like, okay, these are the nominees, and it's like pop, pop, pop. They don't even say the name of the nominees. It's just like the recording that they have.
Yeah, now that you pointed out, I'm for it. I think that's a good call.
Yeah, I do agree. That is like it's a bit more dynamic. So I like it. I was entertained other years, and like I want this to be over for the love of God. This time I was like, it's fine. It's fine. I mean, I don't want this to last 2 more hours, but it's good. Let's just stop here, after best movie. But yeah, anything else to say about the ceremony, or should we go with the categories?
I think we should go into the winners.
All right, let's go over it. All right, first category, best cinematography. So I wanted One Battle After Another to win, but I thought that Sinners would win.
Interesting. I'm surprised you picked One Battle After Another for anything, but that's great. I chose Sinners for both.
All right, that's good. And it's exactly who won at the end.
Sinners won.
Yeah.
In fairness, I picked Sinners for this because I thought it wasn't going to win anything else.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, I pick One Battle After Another because my boyfriend was watching it a couple of days ago. And also, like, talking with other people, is like they were telling me that it's like that last act when they are in the road, in the desert, is like, is incredibly shot. And I was paying attention to it again. It's like, yeah, actually, it's amazing. It's like really well done. It captures like a bit of the 70s feeling and a thriller when it's like just a straight line. That is like, okay, yeah, that's pretty good. And I like the scene, well, mini spoiler alert, that there is an accident, a car like just falls, that is on real time, but it almost feels like it's like duplicated like the time. I felt like, oh, they achieved this effect like through really good cinematography. And like the idea that they use Vista Vision, I just felt it's okay, it's cool. It's like at least he's trying his best, like with these like slightly wider lenses. Now, I recognize that Sinners is very cool. It goes like for a hybrid style of a bit of a video clip mix up with a period piece almost, that I think it works like pretty well. So I think that is so go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, every time I try to first off define Sinners and then define what I like about Sinners, I'd like hit a wall. But yes, insane period piece. Good for you. That's about as far as I get. But it deserved the cinematography, 100%.
Yeah, I was happy about that one. And it was, how do you say, the first woman to win Best Cinematography ever.
And the first brown person, right?
Person of color, yes.
The coverage I saw specifically said brown person.
Oh, good.
Maybe I was watching racist coverage. The first person of coverage.
Do you get your Oscar coverage from Fox News or the New York Post? Hey, let's just move to the next category. Right. Best Supporting Actress. Do you want to go first?
Yes. So I put Amy Madigan as both who I wanted to win and who I think would win.
Okay. Actually, she won for the, how was it? Aunt Gladys, no?
I don't remember the character name, but yes.
Yeah, that one.
Uh-huh.
And I wanted Inga Ip's daughter, Lilias, to win from sentimental value. But I thought that Wunmi Mosaku would win.
Oh, wow. I would have thought you would have put Amy Madigan down.
I thought about it, but it's like, as Weapons was not picked for anything else, I think that it was like maybe like another Oscar nomination around like the technical ones. I just felt like, oh, they're like just, like having this gesture to the movie, but I think that there is only room for one horror genre movie this year that is going to be recognized. So I just thought that it's like, oh yeah, there is no way that this is going to win. The funny thing is that before the ceremony started, my boyfriend told me, it's like, oh, this is the second time that she's nominated. The first time was 40 years ago.
For what? Do you remember? Wow, that's
I don't
crazy.
remember it. Yeah, so it's like when in her acceptance speech, she actually said that it's like, oh, people are asking me, it's like, how different things are now versus then when I was nominated 40 years ago. It's like, oh, the difference is like, I won this time. That it was like pretty good kind of, okay, that's a good speech. And you could see that it's like, she was like, I don't believe that this has happened, So I think that it's like well deserved, like the character carries a lot of the weight in that movie.
Yeah, I would
she has
agree
like
with
an
that.
incredible presence. So yeah, cool. Let's move on. Best actress. So keeping the sentimental value track, I wanted Renata Reinsve to win, but I thought that Jessie Buckley would win.
And Jessie Buckley did win, which was not a surprise. She cleaned up at this award season. I wanted Emma Stone to win, and I thought Jessie Buckley would win. And the only reason I wanted Emma Stone to win is because I want Emma Stone to always win. Always. That's it.
Hey, did you watch Sentimental Value?
Nope. It's the one big film I really, really wanted to watch before the ceremony, but I didn't get the chance.
Yeah. I love her. I mean, she doesn't do like a role. Renata doesn't do a role that is that different from the one that she did in The Worst Person in the World. But she was not nominated for that one, so I really like her, like how she adds a more nuance. And I feel like Jessie Buckley, it was similar to Leonardo DiCaprio acting in The Revenant. That it was like, I'm doing this for the Oscar, okay? That it was like a bit hilarious of, okay, Jessie, we know that you're doing this for the Oscar. Is that you signed this movie only because you wanted that Oscar and you felt like, this is my chance. But she did amazing, so whatever. Cool. Is it my turn or is it your turn?
But so I know you picked her, but do you really think she deserved it?
Yes, I think that she deserves it. But I prefer like Renata's acting. Look, Hamnet is my favorite movie to hate this year. I complain about this movie a lot to you, more than probably the length of the movie. And it's like to my boyfriend, I was like just even since the movie ended, I have been like talking about it. I've never had like that scenario of saying that it's like, dude, this movie gets me upset, But also at the same time, I can recognize that Jessie Buckley just carries it. It's like that's the saving grace of this movie. She does an amazing job.
How crazy. She just came out of nowhere.
No, she was with Alex Garland in Men.
Yeah, and before that, she was on reality TV. She was a
yeah?
reality TV star. Yes.
Oh, wow. Okay, good for her. I
know.
think that she's pretty talented.
Quite a career arc.
Yeah. Cool. Should we move on?
Yes, to Best Supporting Actor.
Yeah. Do you want to go?
Okay, so I picked that I wanted Sean Penn to win, but I really thought Benicio del Toro would win. And kind of because he would be piggybacking off of the Phoenician Scheme, two really good performances.
Yep.
And then Sean Penn won.
I, I was even I'm going to say like who I chose. I wanted Benicio del Toro to win, and I thought that Delroy Lindo would win from Sinners. I just felt it's true. It's a smaller character. Well, Benicio del Toro is also like a pretty small character in one battle after another. But I just felt like, this is going to be like someone that is already of some age, like just getting like an Oscar.
See, I think I'm a little bit too jaded with Hollywood. I feel like it's too racist. Obviously, they're going to give it to the white old guy.
The funny thing, what I say is like, yes, they gave it to the white old guy, but it's a white old guy that he's very open about not being the biggest fan of the Academy.
Yeah, he wasn't even there that night, right? Because he was protesting in Ukraine or something.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's yeah. But I think that there was like some controversy like the previous times that he won two Oscars at this point. Like for Mystic River, I love that movie, and Milk. And I think that the second time there was like something that he said that it was like a bit of a
It doesn't surprise me. He's a person. He's an actor.
yeah, in all of the terms, and it's not like I don't think that he stops like how to say Adrian Brody with himself about like the world stops with me. Is that I think that Sean Penn is like opinionated about everything and he needs to just like speak up, So yeah,
Good for him. Good for him.
yeah. I was honestly like really surprised that he won, not because he was not good, but it's like because I felt like it was a single tone. It was a caricature. It was like a character that I would expect more in a Wes Anderson movie than in a Paul Thomas Anderson.
Yeah, so you and I were texting during the ceremony, and you mentioned that, and I've been thinking about it ever since. But like, you can play a single note very, very well.
That's true. I mean, that's what he did. And he was recognized. Yeah. Yeah. So, I don't know. I think that it's also like the part of basically he's a white supremacist. Yeah. So,
But is he? Yeah, is he?
With a king.
I feel like he's playing the white supremacist, but really he loves those black girls.
I don't know. I mean, I just feel like it's whatever. It's fine. He won a third Oscar. Good for him.
3 Oscars, man. More than Meryl Streep.
Yep. Okay, let's just move. Best Actor. I had Michael B. Jordan, as I thought that deserves to win, and Michael B. Jordan, as I think who would win.
Wow.
That's actually who won. Yeah. What about you?
I had Leo. I really thought Leonardo DiCaprio was. I had him for both should win and who I wanted to win. I honestly, I'm not the biggest fan of him as an actor, but I thought his performance was so good in One Battle After Another, and I think it was better than Michael B. Jordan's. But I do have to acknowledge that Michael B. Jordan played two characters. So, I mean, it's not that I think Michael B. Jordan didn't deserve it. I think he did really, really well. But I really thought they'd give Leo his second.
The reason why I went with Michael B. Jordan is because I watched the whole movie without realizing that he was playing one of the roles. I was saying, oh my God, is that there is someone that looks almost the same as
I think
Michael
we
B.
were
Jordan.
having a conversation when you realized that.
Yeah. We're having a conversation for oh my God, that's terrible. I should have realized about it. But yeah, from that perspective, is that for me, it's like, hey, these are two different people. Yeah. So he's doing it like that amazing. It's like definitely this deserves like some award recognition.
I'm happy for him though. He deserves it for a number of other films. Not the least of which Fruitvale. He was incredible in.
Yeah. So I'm happy to see him like just winning the Oscar. Honestly, I thought they did amazing, and my only question, and I think that I was asking you this, is that I'm curious how this performance and the overall movie is going to be remembered. But that's another question.
Only time will tell.
Yeah. Hey, let's move on. Best adapted screenplay. Did you want to go?
Yes, so I picked One Battle After Another for both who I wanted to win and who
Oh,
I
nice.
think would win. And indeed, One Battle After Another won.
Nice. Yeah, yeah, yeah. For me, I pick one battle after another as I who I thought that deserved to win, but I pick Hamnet as who do I think that it will win.
That's a solid guess though for the Academy. The Academy is that shit up.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know if now that they're forcing them to watch the movies, it's like if they're going to become more grounded in their choices instead of the I watched the trailer, that's enough, no? Because honestly, that movie, the only reason why I was picking it up is like because this way I could hate the Academy a tiny bit more if they went with Hamlet. It's like, okay, I win this, but okay, let's move on. Best original screenplay. I had Sentimental Value as who I wanted to win, but I thought The Sinners would be the one to win.
This was a difficult category for me. Oh, wait, you didn't mention who won.
Oh, Sinners actually won.
Yes, Sinners did win. So you did good job. Good job, Jose.
Yeah, 1 out of 2.
This one was difficult for me because I was pretty sure I liked Sentimental Value more than Sinners, but I didn't see Sentimental Value. So I had to
That's
pick.
Well, I mean, you have a track record with Joaquin Trier.
I do. I do. So I picked Sentimental Value for both who I wanted to win and who should win.
Fair, fair. But it was Sinners. I like your blind faith on Joaquin Trier. He cannot do no bad. He's like, it's...
I mean, the film won you over. So it must
yeah.
be pretty good. I'm excited
Yeah.
to see it.
Yeah, I mean, the script, honestly, there were a couple of times, like the balance that he has, like with a tiny bit of comedy, like expressed over like a lot of broken characters being unhappy. That is a perfect balance. But I thought that Sinners, I remember like something that we discussed when we recorded. There is like a lot of elements in Sinners, like from being a video clip, a horror movie, race critique, appropriation, cultural appropriation, like a lot of different stuff, and it comes together pretty well. It's like very digestible, and that's like the part of the feel is like this is not a standard script, but it's like it has like a lot of merit of just like pulling this out of thin air and it working. It's a bit similar to Anora.
I was just going to say, it's annoying to say, but it's so much like Anora.
Yeah, from the perspective that this shouldn't work. Honestly, it's like if someone defines this and it tells you, oh, it's going to have depth, you're going to be like, I don't know, you cannot pull this off. So I think that is like deserve at the end of the day.
Yeah, I can't complain about it either. Now I want to rewatch it now. Anyway, let's move on. Let's move on to Best Director, one of my favorite categories. So I picked Paul Thomas Anderson, one of my all-time favorite directors, as who I wanted to win and who I thought would win. And PTA, he did win, finally.
Finally, after 11 nominations before this year.
Is that how many he had?
Yes, I checked it out and I was like 11. And I'm not saying about like his movies. I'm just saying like Oscars that he could have gone to pick up.
My God. I mean, it's not surprising with Magnolia. I mean, Boogie Nights, The Master. People ate up The Master. There Will Be Blood. Yeah, he's had a career the Academy just wants to fuck over and over and over.
But they have never recognized it. So there was like a bit of a doubt for me. And what I actually did is I went with, I wanted PTA to win. I think that is like he won me over after like watching like some more of his movies. He's not my favorite director, but it's like, oh, he's more talented and versatile than I was giving him credit for. But I thought that Ryan Coogler would win.
Which is fair, and even more fair based on how the rest of the awards went.
It could have gone like either way, It's like actually like PTA, like the first one that he went to pick up. I think that it was the screenplay That at that point is like Ryan Coogler like got the counterpart because he wrote Sinners. So it was a bit of a, oh, this could go still like one way or the other, you know? So I was still surprised. Even like in the acting, it's like was 1-1.
I'm glad to hear, though, that you're not upset that PTA got it, because I do think that he deserved it this year. He deserved it other years, too, but this year he definitely deserved it. And I think, I didn't fact check this, so don't come at me, but I think he's the only director to win the Palme d'Or, the Golden Lion, the Golden Bear, and the Academy Award for Best Director for the same film in 1 year.
Oh, he won Best Director in Cannes?
I think so. I didn't have time to check, so we're just gonna say it as fact and move on. Yep.
Sure.
Next.
Yep. Okay. Next one, Best International Film. I had Sentimental Value as the one that I wanted to win, but I thought the Sentimental Value would win. And behold, Sentimental Value won.
All right. I wanted Sentimental Value to win because of Joachim Trier and your glowing recommendation. But because the Academy just loves to love boring international films, I thought The Secret Agent would win.
Interesting. Interesting because I think that it didn't win anything, like The Secret Agent at the end.
No, I don't think it did. That's very satisfying because it shouldn't have won anything. It's not a bad film, but it's not the best of anything.
No, and I always had the feeling, I was telling this to my boyfriend, that is like when Madigan, sorry. I was saying that it's like, like who is going to benefit the most out of it? It's not going to be Amy Madigan. It's going to be Sad Kruger as the director of that movie and just like pulling that character, So it gives them like a bit of grit, a bit of rapport, of credibility. Is that the problem here is like probably the director of The Secret Agent also won a lot of credibility. And we have only watched 2 movies from him, and they are not the best.
That's true. And he tricked us into watching 2 of his movies. Wow.
Yep. So let's see what the future brings. And last one, Best Picture.
So for Best Picture, there was one very clear choice for me. I wanted One Battle After Another to win, and I thought that One Battle After Another would win, and One Battle After Another won.
Nice. For me, I allow myself to get carried by my preferences 100%, and I went with Sentimental Value, but I thought that Sinners would be the chosen one.
That's a little fantastical of you to let yourself imagine the Academy would choose Sentimental Value. But Sinners, I could have seen Sinners winning this year for sure.
Yeah. Well, Sentimental Value, I just thought that it was nominated to many Oscars, especially on the acting, that it didn't win a single one. It had like 4 nominees. It was almost like Doubt. That is, if you were a character with lines here, you
got it, nomination.
You
he
got
made
nominated.
Elle Fanning, Oscar-nominated Elle Fanning, and that pisses me off.
I mean, it has a lot of merit. It's like I would have never expected when I even saw the trailer. It's like, what is this woman doing here? It's like she does not belong there. She's good. There are a couple of her scenes that is like, okay, this woman can act.
I mean, is she as good though as in The Neon Demon?
I never watched The Neon Demon. I remember it, but I didn't watch it.
Actually, I don't even know that she's in it. I just wanted to bring up Neon Demon.
Okay. But yeah, at the end, it was One Battle After Another. I was happy, actually, about the result. I thought that there would be like a tiny bit more of, how do you say, like build up, not really like build up. Honestly, I thought that it would be like a coin flip between One Battle After Another and Sinners.
I did expect Sinners to win more, but there weren't that many surprises beyond that for me.
Yeah, yeah. I think that in the acting they had a lot of nominees too, but at the end it was like more spread across other movies. So when I look at the overall, it's like yes, you have one ballad after another, you have Sinners, and then you have like a good spread across other movies. That is
And
like
we
pretty
all
good.
know the biggest upset happened months ago when Jesse Plemons was ignored. So
Yeah, that's a
we got
crime.
over that months ago.
If Jesse Plemons would have been nominated, would you actually think that the Academy would have gone with him instead of Michael B. Jordan?
Oh, because I was thinking he would be supporting, but you're right. He would have been actor.
No. I think they has the same time
No,
on screen time as
I
Emma Stone.
think I think Michael B. Jordan still would have won.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so too. I love Jesse Plemons and I think that he did an amazing job in Buconia, but it would have changed things.
Who would I have kicked out? Chalamet could have gone. That's fine. Wagner Mora, you can just go back to Brazil right now and think about what you did.
Uh, Probably. Yeah, that was a bit of a surprise nomination. It's like, okay, good for you. I appreciate that actually the Oscars are going more and more international. You know,
Yeah, I
that
appreciate
they're-
that.
So, I mean, it's true that Sentimental Value has a good chunk of the movie in English, but having three Norwegian actors is pretty good.
Good for America. Broadening our horizons.
Well, Norwegian and Swedish. Are actually Stellan Skarsgård.
As long
I
as
was
the
checking, it's
country
like,
is white as the driven snow, we'll be
sure,
open to
well,
it.
from that cloud of countries. But yeah, and I think that was it. One that I regret that I didn't write down, how do you say, a prediction, was for best casting, as it was like the first year that they were doing that Oscar.
I did write down a prediction for that. Let me see.
I saw it. Yeah.
What did I write down? Casting. Oh, yeah. Nope, that was a good call. That was a great cast.
Yeah. Yeah, that one is like, I think when we were like just watching it, it's like, yeah, this is one battle after another, or Sinners is the one of the two, and I think that I prefer one battle after another. What I was telling my boyfriend is that everyone that is on that movie, even if it's like just for a single scene, is amazing. Even like the kids that they are friends with the daughter,
They're perfect.
when they're interviewed, they're fucking amazing. It's like it feels like, dude, this. I don't know how long you spend like casting, but it's like this feels like so natural.
It's
Is
like
it
they
like the-
3D printed everyone for their roles. It's crazy.
Yep. Yep. Yeah. So it's incredible, and besides that, is that they're not easy picks. I would have never picked like Sean Penn for such a cartoonish like character. Benicio del Toro, sure, because it feels like a Wes Anderson character, like coming from the finishing scheme. But it was like, hey, this is pretty solid all around. It's like, especially on the minor roles.
Yep. Yep.
So, cool. Anything else to discuss about the Oscars?
Nope. I just got to go watch Sentimental Value so I can confirm I'm right that it should have
You
won.
should. All right. To everyone out there, thank you so much for putting up with us.
And until next time.
Bye.